Canon's success and growth across the region. Tiger-san has also played a very crucial role in shaping Canon's strategic direction in India and beyond. Today, he's going to share with us, or rather take us on a journey that's really talking about the rich technological advancements of Canon and its profound impact on the industry. So everybody, please give it up for Tiger-san as he takes the stage and shares with us this inspiring story. Let's hear firsthand about the exciting development, the innovative spirit, and most importantly, the future roadmap of Canon in India from the leader who's been at the helm of this incredible journey. Everybody, put your hands together for Tiger-san.
My sincere, dearest masters, loyal dealers, business partners, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Namaste. My name is Tiger Ishii, President and the CEO of Canon Marketing Asia. Although my name is Tiger, but please don't be afraid. I am so gentle. Today is the day I have been waiting for a long time. And I am honored to be here in India, Bangalore, India, for this event. In Canon's history, it has been over 80 years since our very first camera was developed and launched. Since then, we have been introducing revolutionary technology to the market. Canon F1, our flagship camera, was launched in 1971. In 1989, the first autofocus functioned flagship EOS camera, EOS 1, was launched. In 2001, we launched the first digital flagship camera, EOS 1D. And today, we will make another history with the new cameras. Not one, but two new cameras. Thank you very much. These two cameras will be your gateway into the new future. With a cutting-edge technology, we are making these cameras smarter than ever. They are going to be game changer for you. Ladies and gentlemen, let me proudly present to you the EOS R1 and R5 Mark II. Thank you very much.
Wow. Tiger-san, arigato gozaimasu. The long-awaited launch and the most exciting part of today's event. Please put your hands together. Here they are. EOS R1 and EOS R5 Mark II. Get ready to experience and explore. This is exciting. The legendary EOS R1 and EOS R5 Mark II. I think that calls for a bigger round of applause. We've all been waiting for this launch, haven't we now? Come on. Thank you. With that, we'd like to create everlasting memories while we are a part of this epic moment. I'm going to invite our esteemed delegates to join me here on stage for a picture that they're going to cherish and remember for years to come. Please, Tiger-san, may I please request your presence here back on stage? Thank you. And joining Tiger-san on stage are Toshiyuki. Tiger-san will be here with them. And then we'll have Kiyomi-san, Deputy Chief Executive Imaging Business Operations, Canon and please welcome him. Nimura-san, Senior General Manager, Imaging Business Operations, Canon Inc., also to join us on stage. Tiger-san, stage is all yours. Please join me in welcoming Toshiaki Nomura-san, President and CEO, Canon India Private Limited. Keep the applause coming as I invite Mr. Vishesh Magu, Assistant Director, Head of Camera Division Unit, Canon India Private Limited, on stage. The team of legends, they're here with us. So a big round of applause as we take a moment to capture this very moment. This is going to be remembered for years. Everybody come on, put your hands together. Make some noise. Thank you. Thank you to all our distinguished leaders. Thank you so much. Thank you. Nomura-san, I request you to kindly remain with us on stage. Nomura-san. All right, shortly Nomura-san will be here on stage and he is going to shed light on the significance of these products and the impact on the Indian market. For now, I want you all to put your hands together. We've just given you this good news. The legendary EOS R1 and EOS R5 Mark II is here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure you all are excited, but I want to see how excited you are. Show me some excitement this side of the crowd only. Okay, not bad for the excitement. Thank you, sir. Kudos to you for adding to that excitement. And this side of the crowd, how excited are you? Okay, clearly this side wins. Thank you so much. Nomura-san, the stage is all yours. Please tell us the significance of these products and the impact on the Indian market.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, namaste. My name is Toshiaki Nomura, and I am honored to address you as a new CEO of Canon India. Thank you. July is indeed a momentous month for me. It marks my first month in this esteemed position, and it also happened to be the month of the launch of two legendary products. I'm thrilled to embark on this journey and to be a part of an organization that prioritizes customer satisfaction above all else. At Canon, our customers are our compass. Their unwavering trust has propelled us to global leadership for the past over 20 years, and we have held the top position in India for several years. Thank you. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to our customer for their continuous support. Your loyalty inspires us to continually innovate and elevate your experience at Canon. As we move forward, I assure you we will persist in delighting our Indian customer with cutting-edge product and excellent services. Together, we will scale new height of success. Thank you.
Thank you, Nomura-san. I think that calls for a lot of applause because his excitement was clearly seen. The way he addressed the gathering, he was excited and how. Thank you, Nomura-san. Arigato. Thank you so much. All right, now please join me in welcoming Mrs. Vishesh Magu on stage, who will delve into the features and capabilities of the legendary EOS R1 and EOS R5 Mark II, setting the stage for what promises to be a revolutionary advancement in filmmaking and photography. Please give it up for Mr. Vishesh Magu.
Good evening, gentlemen and ladies present here on online. So happy to welcome you on this remarkable historic day. People were asking us, why are you doing such a big event after 6 years? It's been 6 years since we conducted this kind of an event. And ladies and gentlemen, the answer was very simple. We truly believe today we will be creating history which will change the imaging industry forever. With that, it comes from the bottom of my heart, and I mean it in so many words. Believe you me, we believe this is the turning point which will be remembered for many, many years to come. At Canon, we have the philosophy, as Nomura-san mentioned, of being closer to the customer. We believe customer is the king, the emperor, the queen, whatever you want to say. For the last several years, we have been collecting feedbacks from the customer, as in to what do they want, what do they dream of. We urge them to challenge us with the impossible. And here we are today, gentlemen, bringing you the two masterpieces, one being the flagship R1 and the other being the EOS R5 Mark II. I genuinely believe these two products checks all the boxes of what an Indian customer could ever think of and maybe more. With that, I would like to move on and show you the positioning. So I'll be talking about the positioning, the concept, and later on the price. As you can see, both these products are top of the line. Number one means the top, sitting at the top of the pyramid. This is the first mirrorless of the 1 series that we are launching here. R5 Mark II needs no big introduction. It comes from the timeless legacy of 5D series, which has been loved in India thoroughly over the past 1.5 decades or so. Talking about that, what is new? We have something called an accelerated capture system. This legendary technology, it simply means there are two processors. It means the cameras can capture more information and process them very rapidly. It simply means more speed, more accuracy like you have never ever experienced before. It simply means faster autofocus, higher grade movie recording. With that, we say a picture is worth 1,000 words. Maybe a video is worth 1,000,000 words. I would like to show you the legacy through this short video of what R1 is all about. May I have the video, please? High performance, high reliability for our consumers. Let me talk about the kind of customers. I'm sure everyone knows. This product is meant for customers who never want to miss a moment. Have you heard of the phrase, which says blink and miss, this product will make you feel it never blinks. High speed with high accuracy, high sensitivity, cinema-like video, cinema-grade video, and high reliability. Never, never, never ever miss a moment. That is what this product is all about. Moving on to the story of R5 Mark II, which I feel belongs more, it's closer to the Indian customer's heart. This comes from the timeless legacy of 5D series, and it is time that we must talk about, we must take a small walk into the history. If you remember, before 2007, there used to be a photographer and there used to be a videographer, right? In 2008, 5D Mark II was born. That moment changed everything. Now, every photographer in the country could become the videographer that he always wanted to be. Such a small product, handheld device, was good for production-grade cinema. That is the legacy that we are talking about, which will be rewritten today and will change the landscape of still as well as cinema forever. With that, I would like to have one great video coming your way. Can I have the video, please? I am feeling so warm. It is so exciting to see this energy. Thank you once again to simply summarizing this product. Great photos, great photos, and great videos together. Cinema-like movies, outstanding photos together. Never before seen photos and videos together, two in one product. You don't need to buy two separate products. This product will do 100% justice to all your photo and video needs is how we would like you to remember this. There are some more cool things I would want to show you. For the first time ever, we are coming with a battery grip which comes with a cooling fan, right? This is for all our video lovers, people who want to shoot continuous video. Your favorite 4K 60p video can go on without any restriction. The camera has a fan inside of it. Never before done. At 8K 30p over 120 minutes. So as I said in the beginning, we are listening. We know Indian customers want it. We know Indian customers love to have no interruption in their videos. The next cool thing is the LPE6 new battery. Your favorite LPE6, we know power is so important for Indian customer. P as in power, more power. Shoot 30% more, your LPE6 now has a new avatar. And ladies and gentlemen, I can continue to talk about the legacy and the stories of R5 Mark II and the legacy of 5D series, but I will not do justice if I don't talk about the emotion behind it. What did the consumer feel all these years? The next film, the next short video that I'm going to show you is about those emotions. There are no actors in that film. They are real consumers who loved Canon, who changed their life along with Canon. Can I have the video, please?
I was one of the first ones to shoot an entire Bollywood feature film on a 5D Mark II. But do I deserve all the credit for that?
क्रेडिट तो मार्क 2 को जाता है। जो अपर्चर को डिपार्चर बोलता था उसे न्यूयॉर्क तक पहुंचा दिया।
ഞാൻ എൻ്റെ കുഞ്ഞിനെ പോലാണ് എൻ്റെ ക്യാമറയെ കെയർ ചെയ്യുന്നത്. Canon ക്യാമറ എൻ്റെ ജീവിതത്തിലോട്ട് വന്നപ്പോൾ Canon എന്നെ കെയർ ചെയ്തു.
You know, I remember it was raining that day and me and my fiance took an auto rickshaw back home. Just I was randomly shooting all life around. The form factor is so compact that I could shoot some crazy angles. Came back home, edited it out, put it online. And guess what? Like one of the biggest Bollywood directors saw that and he sent his executive producer to me and to figure out like how exactly we did that. And when they saw that, they were shocked.
शौक तो लगा था जब मुझे पता चला कि WTC के रिकंस्ट्रक्शन शूट के लिए मुझे चुना गया है। और जब मैं वहाँ पहुँचा और व्यू फाइंडर से देखा तो मैंने अपने आप को ही देखा कैसे मैं कचरा बीनने वालों के साथ रहता था, ढाबे में काम किया, ऑर्फनेज गया, वहाँ पे पढ़ाई की और फोटोग्राफी सीखी और एक दिन कैनन से रिश्ता जुड़ गया।
ഞാനൊരു ദിവസം വീഡിയോ എഡിറ്റിംഗ് ചെയ്യുന്ന സമയത്ത് അടുത്തൊരു ക്യാമറ ഇരിപ്പുണ്ടായിരുന്നു. ജസ്റ്റ് ഞാൻ ഓണാക്കി നോക്കി. അപ്പോൾ അതിൻ്റെ ഓണർ ഓടി വന്ന് ഭയങ്കരമായിട്ട് എന്നെ ഷൗട്ട് ചെയ്ത്, നീ എന്തോ കാണിക്കുന്നത്, ഇത് എത്ര എക്സ്പെൻസീവാണെന്നറിയാമോ? അന്ന് ഞാനൊരു തീരുമാനം എടുത്ത് എനിക്ക് വീഡിയോഗ്രാഫി ചെയ്യണം. സോ Canon ആയിരുന്നു റൈറ്റ് ചോയ്സ്. എൻ്റെ ലൈഫേ ചേഞ്ചായി.
It made my life beautiful.
പലരും എന്നോട് ചോദിക്കുന്നത് എന്തിന് Canon? ഞാൻ അവരോട് പറയുന്നത് Canon എനിക്കൊരു ക്യാമറ മാത്രമല്ല, എൻ്റെ പാർട്ട്ണറാണ്.
You know, sometimes I wonder how life would have been if not for 5D Mark II and the auto rickshaw ride. I go blank. But one thing is for sure, I wouldn't have been a cinematographer.
Introducing the EOS R5 Mark II. Make way for the timeless legacy. EOS R5 Mark II, a timeless legacy.
Canon, delighting you all.
There are countless such stories, is why I spoke about this emotion. Indian consumer deserves the kind of products that we are launching today. with the promise that we are going to rewrite history again. With that, I would go on for the price reveal. Any guesses? It's not expensive, I can tell you that much. I'll give you R5 Mark II. R5 Mark II. Somebody said 6.5 lakh, it's much less than that. 6,30,995. Whatever you want, you can achieve. It's not expensive, it's priceless to my sense. Price reveal for, I think, slightly more awaited, R5 Mark II. Any guesses here? My ears have filter, they only listen to correct data. I don't like your response, so I'm changing it. I'm changing the price. I'm changing the price. Around 4 lakh rupees. With the kit, around 5 lakh rupees. And the sale start will be August 24. Small message to my friends from Kerala. We are coming before Onam. Please get ready for us. Accessories. There are 4 new accessories. As I said, the battery is powerful. You might not need it. In case you do, it comes at these prices, 7,995, with a grip, 34,995, with a fan, 49,995, and with a LAN for your networking needs at 89,995. Thank you. I know you're mesmerized, but thank you. That will be the end of my presentation, but before that, I have a small message for my wedding graphers, filmmakers, videographers, cinematographers. We truly believe this product will enhance your business. It will get you more clients. Your clients would want to engage more, offer more. When the output reaches post-production, and when you look at the latitude, the blacks, the skin tone, you will experience magic. I promise you, you will experience magic, and everyone is going to say once again, it is R5 Mark II or nothing. Thank you so much.
Mr. Magu, thank you so much for the very insightful presentation and truly thankful for sharing your knowledge and expertise with us. Can we hear a round of applause for Mr. Vishesh Magu? And I think when he was asking for people to guess the prices, I think I heard someone very close to the price that was mentioned for EOS R5 Mark II. Who was that? Show of hands. I know it came from this side. Sorry, it came from this side. All right, not bad at all. Well, that was not a contest, but we do have a contest running, and I'm sure you all are aware of it. I hope you are posting your videos, your photos, your reels on the social media, and not forgetting to use the hashtag Masters Conclave 2024, and do not forget to tag Canon India, the official handle. Are you all doing it? Yes? Fantastic, and you know what the prizes are, right? Well, wait for the big reveal. But for now, moving on, I'd like to call upon Mr. Bharat Singh, Manager, Professional Support, onto the stage to give us a demonstration of the advanced capabilities of these cutting-edge products. Let's welcome him with a round of applause. Mr. Bharat Singh on stage.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon to all the masters present here, and to all our viewers who are watching us online. Thank you so much for being the witness to this grand launch event. This is the launch of my career, you can say, right? Everyone have their own nostalgic stories from 5D Mark II. Probably very similar is mine. So let me give a try. That means how to declassify the tech part. Okay, so whenever it's a technical products, it is incomplete without tech brief. So it is always our expectation that we should have something declassified from inside. If you look at this image, okay, this gives me a feeling that, see how big our family have grown. We have grown almost, given every month we see a lot of announcement happening from the lenses, cameras for a different set of users. But this particular launch is extraordinary from the point of view that This is a deja vu moment, I will say, right? Why? Because exactly 16 years back, okay? 16 years back, this would be my first exposure to 5D Mark II. At that time, whenever I meet people, they will always say that, wow, what is the color, you know? This is the color. This is what we have never expected. A DSLR shooting a full HD, okay? Something which was impossible and never heard of at that time. I was into one exhibition and people were crowding and then they would like to see that, you know, how it's happening. So exactly the same thing I recall at this point of time when this announcement happened for R5 Mark II, okay? That was world first DSLR which can do full HD. People have never thought of. That was the game changer at that time. And so now the R5 Mark II, carrying the same legacy of that 5, okay? When R5 was launched, we had the same feeling, right? Oh, we have got our 5D, right? So that was actually the 5D. This is actually the 5D Mark II moment. So there is a laundry list of technology inside. The presenter have already covered everything in the launch. I would like to declassify few from the laundry list of the tech part, okay? Else it will become too long for you to, you know, digest. So bit by bit, I will tell you that how this camera is going to address the pollution, address the problem statement, or you can say the solution to the much expected need. So the first thing is 45 megapixel, yes, we all know. 8K 60p RAW, this is something which is extraordinary in camera recording. 8K 30p was like, okay, possible. But 8K 60p RAW, yes, this is possible in this camera. And surprisingly, with this high megapixel, we are still getting 51-200 ISO, super high. And with full confidence that this will create the best image you can expect, because this is with back illuminated CMOS sensor. That means the low light performance and everything you can think of is going to perform. The next in line is your R1. So R1 also have a legacy. If that is a legendary, this is a legacy. I recall 12 years back, because I'm not going past into the history of 50 years, because I have not seen that or I have not been witness to it. However, 12 years back, we had one camera called 1DC, okay? My feeling at that time was that that is a game changer, because a DSLR camera coming with world first 4K capability. And among this masters, if I can remember correctly, Prakashji was one of the first, okay, who was the user of 1DC, correct? So can we have a clap for him? Okay. So after he bought that, he gave me a call and asking me that, Arey, Canon log is there, where is the LUT file? From where I can, you know, download it and then how I'll do the grading and everything. So that was something first time asked by a DSLR person or a person who was into filmmaking at that time also, but trying it for first time in DSLR. Am I right to say that? Correct? So from that time I remember, and exactly when I got to see the R1, the feeling was same. I was checking out, you know, what is there inside. And it was giving the same feeling, okay? Same nostalgia feeling, 12 years back, okay? That is R1. So yes, very long history, but just going 12 years back, where world first 4K DSLR with Canon log came into, you know, the market. That is the same feeling for R1 at this point of time. So R1, specially designed for, yes, filmmakers, no doubt about it, because this carries the cinema capability. I'm using the term cinema capability with full responsibility. Because you imagine anything which is to do with cinema, you think about format, you think about compression, you think about a frame rate, you think about the audio capability, you think anything which is to do with cinema, filmmaking, This camera is there, right? However, when you look at the design and all the aspect, this is primarily also designed for people who are into action, okay? People who are into action, when we look at our customer set, it is more of a wildlife. Yes, to an extent, press and media, sports photographer, and overall the action photographer. So this is going to cater to every kind of needs. Now it's very difficult for the user to differentiate which one is their set of camera, okay? Because both are carrying that extreme, level of tech incorporated. So 24.2, yes, 24.2 megapixels, 6K, 60p raw in-camera shooting, and ISO capability of 102400. This also comes with back illuminated stack CMOS. That means which is a guarantee that this will perform superb in low light conditions, no doubt about it. Then the term which can be used very, very conveniently for both this camera is that, yes, this camera represents the timeless legacy, okay? This is the only two camera which have that badge of timeless legacy, okay? This is crafted by Canon for professionals, okay? 100%. There is no condition apply. Okay, very quickly, I will take you through the next gen level of advancement, okay? When we think about the technology, everything we have the urge of getting everything new, correct? But technology is always about updation and upgradation, okay? You'll always see advancement because the more and more tech becomes brainier, that is called the advancement, okay? Because every time it is going to provide solution to the practical problems which a demanding professional need. So, if you imagine, if you think from the development process, what could have been the thought process, okay? Behind creating this camera, my feeling that this is created for 4 set of audiences, okay? So one is the video producers, okay, which broadly is to do with the production house or the news agency. The second is like for the hybrid professionals, the solo professionals who work in solo, not with very larger team. They are mostly from press, you can say, and wedding, the true wedding. And photo professionals like sports and wildlife, like I said, very classified for this set of camera. And cinematographers who are into short filmmaking, documentary, those kind of things, okay? So if you look at all the 4 broader categories, the rest are all subset. So this is like a universe of the camera which is created, okay? 2 camera. That gives an easy understanding that what are the challenges this set of audiences are facing on ground, okay? And is this camera capable of addressing that? That is the checklist we have to clear, okay? Else, this will not stand true. That means somewhere or other, the justification need to be given that yes, this have addressed that issues, that demanding issues from the professionals coming in, okay? So this is for your classification. First thing first. So this is this 2 camera is a pure integration, cinema integration, okay? With the workflow with cinema EOS cameras, you will not realize that anything which is incorporated in a cinema camera, most of them, 99% of them, have the same thing in this 2 camera, okay? So this is a pure integration, cinema integration with the workflow, okay? The next thing, very important, okay? We have been, that means the consumer segment have been using Canon Log 3 for a very long time, okay? So when we say Canon Log 3, it is very quick to grade. Fatafat, it's like, doing the quick renderation of color grading and then done. Easy for everyone and anyone, but when it comes to film level of editing or grading, we always look for that darker detail and the mid-tone details to come out, okay? And we should be able to pull it, not only restricted to the highlight area. This is where your C-Log 2 comes into play, and this camera have both, okay? For both set of users, C-Log 2 is there, C-Log 3 is there, okay? They can use it, and it can go to maximum 16 stop, okay? My feeling is that 16 stop in this set of camera, which is designed precisely not into cinema use category, have this highest level of dynamic range option, okay? So 16 stop is so much. The next thing is, it is offering a slow-mo of 120p. So we have already tested that, right? 120p we already tested in R5, correct? What is changed here this time is that this is also coming with full HD, 2K, 240p, and both the frame rates is coming along with the audio recording, okay? So you will have the option, user will have the option, either they can choose without audio or with audio in the camera, okay? So this is first time in US it is happening, and this will excite a lot of users, okay? A lot of filmmakers, I will say. The next very important thing, and which caught my attention while I was doing some bit of research, that this camera, both the cameras have 16 times more precision when it comes to light metering, okay? What light metering will do? It will be very precise to a level that 16 times more, okay? Earlier, if the predecessor was 1x, so this will be 16 times, which is too high. And this will also impact your white balance, okay? This is something which is great, and when I try to research among the competition, probably this will be the highest unbelievable, okay? So the highest 6144 zone, earlier it was maybe around 384, you multiply that, you'll get that numbers, okay? So this is something which is very interesting for pro user, okay? The next, and Vishesh have already covered this one, right? Accelerated capture system. So he have used the term heart of the camera system, okay? So when we say heart, it's very organic, right? We feel like this is something, a humanized personality. Am I right? When we say heart, because camera is a machine, how come it will have a heart? Why it is a heart? Because actually it is like a human trying to predict all the real case scenarios, okay? How a human will behave. And how it is being done, courtesy the Digic accelerator. The first time incorporated additional processor which will just do the mathematics, the calculation, okay? Calculation of what? The volume of data, the permutation and combination. I have listed few for your information, okay? Please go through it. And then imagine what is the amount of volume of data it is going to churn to create that autofocusing capability which is behaving as if like a human eye, okay? Human behavior, okay? That is your accelerated capture system, okay? Very interesting. Rather, I will say this is the game changer. Among everything, this is the game changer, my feeling, because rest every technology is coming as a subset to this core. Also you have observed that this is not dual pixel CMOS AF, dual pixel intelligent AF, right? So intelligence is something which is like predictive, correct? So bear this in mind, that it's not just dual pixel CMOS AF2, it's an intelligent AF. Acha, the next very important thing which caught my attention was that eye control autofocus. It's not new. We have been exposed to EOS R3, okay? And when people try to accustom that, they were struggling for various reasons because they were used to pupil-based tracking, right? So they try to calibrate and everything, try to use it. However, to an extent, maybe it's about a customization or calibration, they were not able to use it wisely. This time, this is level up. This is 2 times more precise, fast, accurate, okay? This time maybe it will excite you to use this functionality, okay? Because this is crazy fast, okay? Even they have changed everything inside the viewfinder to make it happen. very real time and very human type of people movement. Not restricted just to center, but to extreme wide also. You should give a try, okay? The next important thing is, which was like a wish, okay? For long time, professionals have always come to us as a wish list because they come from, that's a wedding professional just doing solo, making a video, and he is also a cameraman. He wanted to click a photo in between. Then whenever we'll come with our justification that what will happen if there is a jerk? Is it okay? There's a chalta hai. It's okay. But we need, because we are the only one who are capturing both. So can we have something like that? So probably Canon have listened to them, okay? This is dedicated to them, okay? Please appreciate that. All the professionals who are solo should appreciate this, okay? The best part is that this is giving you straight, okay, from the camera, the highest resolution, okay, 33 megapixel in 69 aspect ratio. So you are making a video continuously at full HD 30p, and you are able to take a photo also, JPEG 33 megapixel, which is good enough to print off as big size as you want, okay? The next option is even better in R1 because you are able to do full HD 60p and you can still do dual shooting with the highest resolution 69, almost 18 megapixel resolution, okay? So this is something which I wanted to take the opportunity to highlight. Else, the laundry list will keep on increasing, which I don't want to do it, okay? Because of the limitation of the time. Yeah. So thank you so much.
Mr. Singh, thank you so much for demonstrating the advanced capabilities of the legendary EOS R1 and EOS R5 Mark II with such finesse and expertise. Can we hear a round of applause for Mr. Singh, everybody? Now, I'd like to see a lot more energy. We have a lot more things coming your way, so let's keep the energy levels right here. Fabulous, fantastic. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to witness the magic of a legend on this screen. I've been a fan for many years now, and to have the opportunity to stand here and introduce him is an honor in itself. A legendary cinematographer, a visionary behind iconic films such as My Name is Khan, Gajani, Dil Chahta Hai, Black, Kannathil Muttamittal, Kandukundin, Aida Irthu, and the list goes on. He is got a remarkable portfolio with over 1,200 TV commercials, and is also the founding member of the Indian Society of Cinematographers. And as a master of his craft, he's also earned many prestigious awards and accolades, including the IFA and Filmfare Awards. So ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming our Canon Cinema EOS Ambassador, the one and the only Mr. Ravi K. Chandran.
Good evening, everyone. This is the first time I'm coming for a function like this, event like this. And Canon has been an inspiration for us for very long, from my childhood, my beginning formative days. And when around 2009 or something like that, when the Canon 5D Mark II came, and it changed the way we were shooting. Even now, we keep referring, smaller camera to put it in a shoot. We still call it 5D. That it has become a, symbol. Canon has been there in our filmmaking, and when Mr. Gaurav came and told me to test this camera, smaller camera he gave me. So I said, what is this? Why you are not giving me a cinema line camera? Why you are giving me a smaller camera? He said, it's the most powerful tool, you should try it out. So I said, okay, let me try it out. In a small video we made, you can have a look at it.
camera loves you. In my show, capture this moment. Camera loves you.
A star is born.
Canon, timeless legacy.
Basically, I was trying to shoot this with this camera in different situations, like bright sunlight, dark and shadows, and very very low light. And I pushed it, in the corridor. There's no light actually, and we shot in twilight. We shot in the underwater. We even shot against a LED wall. And I was trying to put it in all kind of situations in given time, like in 1 or 2 days we tried to organize everything. We shot and we pushed it and saw, and the results is very amazing. A lot of people thought it is shot with a bigger expensive camera, like a movie camera, but this is the result is very good. Even the grader who called me from Bombay and I said, which camera you used is looking so good. And he was not struggling to get the results in the shadow details and the color rendition, the skin tone, everything was, we didn't even tweak it much actually. We shot it so quickly, and it is focus is very responsive actually. In fact, when I was shooting with the handheld, there's no a shake came, or the focus was so bang on when she's running. Or even when in the end shot, I had a flare coming to the lens, and when I shot it, she getting out of the car, and the focus was bang on. It's, that's amazing. And so the level of focusing and the level of latitude it had, I'm surprised by it. And I think everyone will enjoy shooting with this thing. In fact, this 5D Mark II. Brought in many directors in Tamil industry. A lot of young directors like the Lokesh Kanagaraj or Karthik Subbaraj, they all made short films with 5D Mark II. Even in a recent interview, Mr. Lokesh Kanagaraj was mentioning, the 5D changed his life. Like when he was working in a bank, he started shooting short films, which brought him into the biggest director in the Tamil industry now. So they all started with 5D, Canon, the backbone for this. So I'm honored to be, as an ambassador for this. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Chandran.
Say something.
It was straight in my teeth.
Hi, this is Ravi K. Chandran, cinematographer. You must be wondering why using this small camera to shoot a video like this. When I was growing up as a cinematographer, a revolution came from Canon. 5D Mark II came, and it changed the way we were looking at digital cinematography. And now there's a new star is born, and they told me to test it out. And I put it in a very, very difficult situations for this level of camera size. You have seen this footage, what we have done. And we try to shoot in all kind of situations in a very given short period. These results are amazing. A sequence where the star is arrived finally, and she comes out in the very, very low light, and we have flashes going all around, and we had a big light hitting on the lens. And I wanted to see how it reacts. I was shooting in a 85mm, and the other camera was in a wider angle, and I was holding handle, and I was following the girl coming out of the car. And there's a light hitting straight. The focus was bang on and the exposure was bang on. So it's automatically has done it. So it is very, very amazing to see the results like that. And inside the car also, I was shooting with color light. I want to see how it is handling the color. Outside it was cooler, and we are rating it as a 3200. Color temperature also we changed it. We rated it, I think 2500 days or something like that. It came out really, really interestingly. It's a very, very surprising to get a small camera to do all this thing. We put it in underwater, we put it in a fish tank. It was focusing when it come out of the water, and she was sitting in the bathtub, and we had this reflective light on her face, and even a color light from the side to see how it handles the colors and water and all those things. And so I try to put this camera in a very, very practical situations as well as very difficult situation where big highlights are there in the same shot. There's a shadow details are there. From a warmer light to a cooler light, how it handles in a single shot. We tried all those things. Those elements are come out really, really nice. When we do handle, normally what happens is in a telephoto lens, invariably the shake happens. But the stabilization and the focusing was so good because the actors was moving, I was also moving, the light was changing, the focus was bang on, that skin tone, everything is superb. See, now the new generation kids are making a lot of short films and music videos, small TV commercials. They make a lot of reels, and there are a lot of wedding photographers. They all want high quality. This is 8K. This is very compact for young filmmakers to handle this, to make interesting stories to tell. With all kind of situations, it didn't fail me. That's surprising because with the size and the price, it's amazing quality.
Thank you so much. Well, I think that BTS was definitely the highlight of this lovely, lovely segment. Can we hear another round of applause for Mr. Chandran, everybody? Thank you, sir. What a learning it was. A phenomenal one at that. And now, ladies and gentlemen, calling another phenomenal person here on stage. Now, I'd like to give him a title, Master of Wedding Photography. No, I can do better than that. Let's call him the Outstanding Wedding Photographer. Hang on. I think I'd like to call him the Wedding Photography Extraordinaire. Ladies and gentlemen, up next, I'd like to welcome Siddharth Sharma, a transformative force in Indian wedding photography and filmmaking. With over a decade of experience and 500 weddings captured, Siddharth is renowned for his timeless and eloquent films and videos and pictures that redefine this cherished genre. His company, House in the Clouds, is celebrated for crafting beautiful stories and soulful connections that transcend the wedding day. Siddharth's work has been garnered internationally, and many awards are to his credit, winning film listed on the IMDb and 4 consecutive Wedding Filmmaker of the Year awards at the Wedding Sutra Awards. Please put your hands together as we call upon Mr. Siddharth Sharma. Welcome, Siddharth.
Hi, my name is Siddharth, as she mentioned, and I'm a wedding photographer and a filmmaker. This is what she missed. And I have a small company called House on the Clouds, and which is primarily into wedding photography and wedding filmmaking. So when Gaurav and Shalini contacted me to do something for the R5 Mark II, since I'm a wedding filmmaker, I wanted to do it related to weddings itself. And I wanted to make a video from the point of view of a wedding filmmaker, how I see a wedding. And before I get to the film itself, I want to tell you a small story which forms the base for the film. As a wedding filmmaker, about 6 years back, I shot a wedding. It was a 6-day wedding, very long. There were small events at home, mehndi, haldi, all those events. On the 6th day, when the bride was leaving the rukhsati, it was a Muslim wedding. So on the last day, the bride was leaving and she was crying. And her dad was crying, her brother was crying, everybody was crying, and I was crying. And that was weird because I don't cry. I don't cry at all. And I was crying. And I wanted to, I looked around to see if nobody is watching, and I saw my shooter, the other shooter, and he was also crying. And so we came back and we wanted to understand what happened, like why we were in such an emotional kind of position. And the answer to that is the process. The process of making a wedding film is unlike anything, any other, shooting. And so as part of the process, we sit with the couple, usually on the day one. We speak with them. We ask them to tell us where they meet, what's their story. And when they're narrating that story, since we are a wedding filmmaker, we create visuals in our head. In that specific wedding, they told that they are childhood sweethearts and they met in the school. So you create visuals. You put uniforms, you put school, you put classroom, and you create visual. Okay, it might have happened like this. You create a story in your head. And this is what we wanted to put it through with this film. When I hear the story, how I see as a couple. And what happens is, in 3 or 4 days, when we are shooting the wedding, our cameras are pointed at the faces all the time. And I'm pretty sure not even your parents would have seen you for so long in such short span of time. We look at you for like hours every day, waiting for that reaction, small reaction, small smile. And what happens is, in that process, you know about them so much, which is weird. You know their favorite color, you know their favorite song, you know their favorite food, you know their sense of humor, you know their favorite joke. You know so much about them that you develop a very invisible bond with the couple. And that bond reflects when, the bride cries. And that when she cries, you know exactly where the tear is coming from, because you know so much about them. And that's the beauty of this process. It might just, to an outsider, it might feel like you're coming to a wedding, you're shooting what is happening, and you pack your bags and leave. But after shooting for 10 years, I felt like this profession is much, much more. It's much, much more complex, much, much more emotional. And the involvement of a wedding filmmaker is much more than what other professions might have. So this film is a small kind of a showcase of how I see a wedding. Can we have the video?
Love. It's a profound language. One that transcends the boundaries of words and speaks directly to the soul. It's a silent symphony. It does not have any vocabulary, so I have to observe to understand its true depth. I have to hear clearly, and I can't miss anything. I have to watch closely, and I can't get distracted. And the moment I surrender to their story, I become a part of it. I wonder who I really am and what I really do. Why do I delve so deeply, feeling their pain and longing so acutely? Why do I become so deeply invested? It's all because of love. It's like magic.
So the making of this film was tough. I do weddings, and after making this film, I realized that I should stick to weddings. This was tough. The reason was because we wanted to do this film as close as possible to an actual wedding. In an actual wedding, we don't get everything as per our requirement list. We don't get the lights we want. We don't get the chemistry we want. So for this film, we wanted a real couple, and that was a tough part. Obviously good looking because we're making a film, but we wanted real couple. And the reason being because we don't want to direct them. So most of the stuff that you see is not directed. It's just them. And how we approach a real wedding is just to put them in a certain situation and you wait. You wait for their reaction. For example, if fireworks are happening, you wait. We'll see what. So my job is to do the fireworks. And then you wait. And you see what kind of mood they are in, and you play some music, and then and most of the stuff you see is just them doing their own thing. And we just shooting because we were present there and we want to capture their story. The making of this film is not pretty at all. At least I'm not looking that good. But the thing with this, the shoot is because we shot in rain, we shot in extreme humid kind of situation. We were shooting in a parking lot, and then the beach shots were shot in absolute darkness. This was pitch dark, and we burned some fire to light them. And but to give you some idea of how we made this small little film, we'll play a BTS film, but it's not that pretty. Can we have the BTS film? Hi, I'm Siddharth Sharma, a wedding photographer and a filmmaker. Light off! I wanted to tell a story from the point of view of a wedding filmmaker. I strongly believe that a wedding filmmaker is not just a person who comes to a wedding with a camera, shoots what he sees, packs his bags and walks away. I think there are many more layers to this profession. And I wanted the film to highlight that. I wanted this film to glorify the profession of wedding filmmaking. As part of the process, I sit with a couple and they narrate their story. And when they're taking me through their journey, I create visuals in my head as if I was present when the story was unfolding. And this film revolves around the same idea. It's like a mix of reality and imagination. The most exciting feature for me was the slow motion. This camera shoots 4K 120 frames per second with audio. There was a part in the film where the couple is reuniting after being away for a while, and I wanted that moment to be magical. I remember we were shooting in a parking lot, and it was a very difficult scene to execute because a lot of things were supposed to come together for this shot. Action! But when we finally saw the shot in slow motion, it made all the effort worth it. There are certain moments in time which last only for a fraction of a second. And in weddings, we see a lot of these moments. For example, a teardrop. It takes less than a second for a tear to drop from your eye to the floor. But if you slow it down to 240 frames per second, that little moment becomes a memory of a lifetime. This camera shoots Full HD 240 frames per second, and this adds a new dimension to wedding filmmaking. I personally love to shoot a lot of handheld, as it emulates the feeling of a home video, and also it gives me flexibility to move around freely. R5 Mark II offers 8.5 stops of image stabilization, and that helps me take those smooth handheld shots which were earlier possible only with a tripod or a gimbal. We wanted to have an element that
binds their story together, something that grows with them. So we decided to have a tree as an anchor, and the story revolves around the tree. But finding that perfect tree was a big challenge. We scanned hundreds and hundreds of trees around Bangalore for days, and finally we found one 240 kilometers away. But distance was not the problem. The problem was the rain.
Let's think. What if rain doesn't stop?
At that point, with all the rain and wind and darkness, it felt like all the odds are against us. But what we did not doubt, even for a second, was the performance of the camera. Canon R5 Mark II features 45 megapixel BIS stacked CMOS sensor, which performs exceptionally well in low light conditions. Since I'm both a photographer and a filmmaker, there are times when I'm in a dilemma whether to shoot photo or film. This camera allows dual shooting. That means I can shoot photos while I'm making a film. For me, this is a game changer. If there's one camera every wedding photographer or a filmmaker must have in their arsenal, is the Canon EOS R5 Mark II. It does not get any better than this.
Thank you. Thank you for Canon for having me here. Thank you, everybody.
Mr. Sharma, thank you so much. Your work is truly inspiring. So inspiring that I'm sure people here are already eager to capture their special moments behind the lens. So can we hear a round of applause for Mr. Siddharth Sharma, everybody? A big one at that. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to remind you all of the contest. How many of you still remember the contest? How many of you are still posting on social media, not forgetting to tag Canon India handle? Yes, please show of hands. All right. Well, I'm sure you all know that our winning contestants are going to walk away with exciting gears, yeah? Yes, are you excited for the gears? Yes or no? Come on. Phenomenal. Okay, you know what? It's time for us to take this contest up a notch. It's time for us to bring a lot more excitement into this contest. So, ladies and gentlemen, 4 contest winners are going to walk away with a legendary EOS R5 Mark II. Now, I want to see some true excitement. Not everyone is clapping. Aren't you excited? The legendary EOS R5 Mark II can be yours if you win the competition. Well, I already know that you are aware of the hashtags. The hashtag that you're using is hashtag MastersCon, hashtags that I will tell you about, but I'm sure you're going to continue to post your videos, make this legendary cutting-edge products viral, and let the world know that we have arrived and we are ready to be experienced and explored. On that note, a big round of applause. Come on, everybody. It is time for us to capture this epic moment with all you lovely people out here. It's such an amazing experience to have you all witness the grand launch. And now we thought we'll take this, up several notches by capturing this lovely moment. So I'm going to ask you all to come here on stage and allow us to capture this lovely, lovely picture, which of course is going to be cherished for years to come. I firstly would like to request people from box E and F to kindly step down and come here onto the stage. Only people seated on the box E and F. Please, make your way to the stage. Please, requesting you all to watch your step, sir. Good, sir. Kindly watch your step. Box E and F only will walk towards the stage for now. Thank you. Gentlemen, kindly step back. We'll have the other boxes join as well. Please step back. Step back. Don't worry, the picture is going to be taken from a top angle and all of you will be seen with a big smile on your faces. Come on. Everybody step back. Sorry, we might have to step back a little more. We'll bring you forward if need be, but for now. Thank you. ENF, are we all done? While we gather people here on stage to capture this very beautiful moment, it's time for us to bid adieu to our viewers, our virtual viewers who are watching us from across the country. Thank you so much for being a part of this epic moment, and thank you for adding glory to Canon, and especially joining us to witness the legendary EOS R1 and EOS R5 Mark II launch. Thank you so much. Stay well. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you.